Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again for your
Come on, Joe!
Damn, we not even a minute into the game. Joey B turning it over? Last week, they burglarized your home. This week, the Titans burglarized your offense. Let's try this again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again for your two Butterfingers fumble on the play. The two-time MVP put the ball on the ground. That's what you get for listening to your mama. She told you to hold on to the football and run more, and now you gave it to the G-Man. We'll try one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again for your 2024 NFL Week 14. Butterfingers, the Browns touching the wrong Brown. It's Butterfingers instead of the football. Recovered by the two-time champions. Kansas City takes over at the 20. 4th and 1 for Chicago. Give it to the Pokemon move because you know Swift never misses.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
He didn't make it. The Bears.
I stopped short.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
Few plays after the fumble recovery, Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes rolling towards his right, got doo-doo, boo-boo, Juju Smith-Schuster diving to the end zone, touchdown. Kansas City takes the lead, and it's too easy for Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because
It's free real estate.
and it's all your fault. Fucking protect the football, stupid. You know they've been doing devil magic on the opposite sideline all season.
Stupid bitch.
Somebody tell Cooper big time rush. You mess with JC, you're gonna get the horn. Taken down for the sack, the Cowboys gonna have to punt. The Titans will take advantage of the interception and find the end zone in less than 5 minutes. That's quicker than the individuals who participated in the cock carousel for Lily Phillips. Tony Chopper Pollard for the lead.
And now, no charges. No.
Over in SoFi, Tampa Bay pastry chef Baker Mayfield's cooking, but it's not apple turnovers. It's all kinds of touchdowns. Third time in the last 2 weeks to McMillan, wide open to get Tampa on the board. Indy trying to keep their playoff hopes alive and pacing the AFC South. NRAR $5 up voicemail calls his own number. Takes it to the end zone for the score. Oh, stop it. He's inside the 5 again.
Let me in your world, you know.
Wait, no, a minute. It's Josh Allen who sneaks it into the end zone. Touchdown. Buffalo takes the lead in the game of the week. I thought it was just Jalen Hurts who steals touchdowns from running backs inside the 5. Hold on here.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar.
In the Pacific Northwest, looks like the Packers done took the Seahawks to the interrogation room and they're shoving cheese down their throats as Josh Jacobs finds the end zone for the lead. Over to Allegiant Stadium we go. Hand off to Alexander, who's not so great Madison, because he puts the ball on the ground, fumble on the opening drive, recovered by the Falcons. They desperately need a win here. They've lost 4 consecutive and the division lead. Down to America's Peninsula where the Jacksonville Jaguars are eating McDonald's, and it looks like Big Mac Jones is loving it as he'd find Brian Thomas in the end zone to give the Jags the lead. One quick look at those 49ers and Rams highlights. Hey, I know the ads are probably getting annoying, but the NFL's continuing to pile it on. I still can't upload the Super Bowl from last season. So if you want to support the channel and watch these videos early and ad-free, consider becoming a member on my Patreon. Patreon.com/Chiseled Adonis. Link will be in the description. I appreciate you. Following drive for Seattle, 3rd and 4 for Geno.
Come here.
The turnover on downs led to a Minnesota field goal here. Well, damn, QB.
Zesty.
Just got his back blown out. Fumble on the play, picked up by Minnesota, taken inside Chicago territory. He got fed some
chicken strips.
Back over to Mile High, the Broncos looking to respond, but unfortunately, Bo Picks, pass picked off by Franklin. The Colts take it away. Next Bengals possession already in the period-colored zone. Joey B takes the snap, avoids the pass rush, able to escape out the pocket, keeps the play alive, makes another Titan miss, rifles it to the end zone, got a man wide open. Chase Bank Brown makes a withdrawal for a touchdown. We've got a tie game in Nashville.
And now go Chargers, go.
The Chargers drive down the field with absolute ease. Jay Herbo rolling towards his right, and he'd find a fellow white. Get connected for free with the White People Connection. Get connected for free. Justin Herbert, Lad McConkey, TD. Ensuing drive following the fumble recovery. 3rd and 5 for Kirk family member. Down to the bayou we go. Jaden Daniels with the neon green shoes takes a snap. Look at number 90. Look at number 90. Look at number 90. Look at number 90. Give me your ankles, pussy. Get crossed to the end zone. A flying Terry McLaurin with a touchdown. His 10th of the season as the Commanders take the lead over the Saints. He took that fat man's ankles. Usually it's King Henry stiff-arming somebody into oblivion, but Lamar Jackson just deleted a Giants defender. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? How about a stiff arm, pussy? Get your ass from around me. Told that brother to about face 180 degrees. This varsity over here, get your ass with the freshman, little boy. In-state championship between the Philadelphia Eagles and Pittsburgh Steelers. Here comes Jalen Hurts, but there's a wild TJ Watt with the Falcon punch, forces the fumble. Pittsburgh takes the football away. A league-leading 6th forced fumble of the season, 33rd of his career, most in Steeler history since '94. First and goal for the Purple People, and it looks like they eaten the Bears defense as Darnold would find Jefferson in the end zone, wide open, touchdown, Minnesota! And it's only right he shout out the freak, Randy Moss, who mossed cancer. Can't leave nothing one-on-one with him. Look at Aaron still playing football. Rocket ball, over the middle, got Garrett Wilson wide open. Tie game in an AEW. Florida's usually warm. Is he chilly because he's in the Death Note? Steelers offense did
nothing at all.
With the football, they'd be forced to punt for the second time today. But unfortunately for the Eagles, spear, fumble on the play. It's picked up by the Steelers' second consecutive fumble on the last 2 touches for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Titans drive down the field again. This time it's Tajay Spears. They holding this man in the air like Simba, breaks the plane for the touchdown, and the Titans regain the lead. I could have swore he just double jumped. Following that Lamar baptism, 3rd and goal for the Ravens, the 2-time MVP over the middle. He's got Mark Andrews for a little bit of history, not only to give Baltimore the lead, but that's his 48th touchdown in the Ravens uniform, passing Jamal Lewis for the most in Baltimore history.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Familiar territory for Big Mac Jones to take on the Jets, and he's about to showcase his expertise as he's giving out
donations.
Pass intercepted. The Jets take the football away. That's why your ass got cut.
Welcome. Punch!
Man's barely hit the football. You can argue he hit Bryce Young's bicep. This man's lack of muscle definition results in a fumble, and the Panthers' 8.5-minute, 13-play, 70-plus yard drive was nothing more than a failure. Looks like we finally got some offense in San Francisco. 3rd and 6. Did Brock Purdy just press the wrong button? What the hell did he jump for? Taken down for the sack. They're going to have to punt again. 2nd and goal again for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's going to keep it once more to the end zone. Touchdown on the ground again. Buffalo leads by 2 scores. Look at Romeo Doubs treating the Seahawks secondary like a pigeon that got hit by an 18-reeler. Come on a ride, pussy. To the end zone. Touchdown. 14-point lead in Lumen Field. Seahawks is getting cooked, and he got a condom on his head. What's a Chiseled Adonis highlight commentary without Jameis Winston highlights? Going deep, got a man. Yoink. But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted in the end zone by Kansas City. Jameis Winston continues to be hot and cold like Katy Perry. Out to the Red Sea we go. Think fast. Jet sweep. Butterfingers. Fumble on the play. It's rolling out of the end zone, but luckily for the Cardinals, they were running the 2-man as the big boy, fat man, falls onto the football before it becomes a touchback, and it's going to result in a touchdown. The Cardinals lead by 10. Just look at the hustle, the cock blocking from the Lolly Lule Low. Knocked the football right out of that man's hands. But unfortunately for them, they didn't take into account the hustle of the fat man here. Dinner was on the line at the back of the end zone, and the big boys gotta eat. Alright, so boom, December football is upon us. The playoffs is on the horizon, and all kinds of teams are getting ready to get written down in the Death Note. Football is going to be the most exciting that it's been all year, and there's no better way to enjoy the games than with Underdog. And keep in mind, Underdog is still doing deposit matches, and they're pushing out new discount tokens and all kinds of boosts for the remainder of the season. So with the Christmas and holiday season approaching, it's only right that you get in now and participate in all kinds of, whether it be drafts, pick'ems, whatever the case may be. You guys who've been tuning into the live streams religiously 3 times per week or every single primetime game, you've seen me get mega winnings this season, and I only anticipate it getting even better. So make sure you guys click the link in my description or scan this QR code right here. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code Adonis, ADONIS, and you'll receive a free pick on behalf of becoming a member of the Underdog family. So again, scan Scan the QR code right here or click the link in my description. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code Adonis, Adonis. Let them know I sent you. Battle of Pennsylvania continues. Jalen Hurts, play action fake into the end zone. Got A.J. Brown. So much for a feud. Touchdown Eagles. They lead by 7. It's been over a month since we've been able to say Kirk family member Cousins has thrown a touchdown, and he's got Drake, who's in London, for the score as the Falcons take the lead. Maybe he's earned the right to get his chains back.
Big Kirkle wakes up dripping like this.
I'm so icy.
Back and forth we go in Tennessee. Joey B takes the snap. He's got butterfingers. He's stripped of the football by a fat man. Get your bitch ass off me. Did you see that stiff arm? He's rumbling, stumbling, tumbling down the sidelines, and the Titans take the football away. Bring your big ass over here. The nachos belong to me. Forget a thick 6. Big boy didn't have the endurance. Instead, he hit the Bengals with an enormous, massive, cosmic, tremendous, monstrous stiff arm. Knocked that fat man out the buffet.
Nothing for you.
Bless his heart. The Giants turned it over on downs, and Brian Dable on the sideline looking like he's willing to be one of Hillary Clinton's friends.
I'm gonna kill myself! I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
The Lions trailing by 2 scores, but not for long. Jared Goff steps up in the pocket, looking towards his right, dump off to Tim Patrick, and look at the extension. Maximum effort to the end zone. Touchdown, 1-score deficit. Mans nearly tore his bicep reaching for the end zone. I know he was screaming. Let's check back in on Geno Smith. Hopefully he's getting protection.
Nobody's blocking.
I guess not.
Back down to the bayou we go. The dynamic rookie got 3rd and 16. Jaden Daniels tries to evade the pass rush, but old man Cameron takes him down for his 119th sack of his career. This man been cooking in the NFL before his beard had any volume. That 2011 NFL draft class is going to go down in history as one of the greatest of all time. Next, Ravens possession from midfield. Lamar rolling towards his right, going deep down the field. Rashad Bateman's wide open. I knew the Giants organization is trying to tank, but I never knew the players was in on it. How the fuck does he get that wide open? But he had more space than a Neil deGrasse Tyson research portfolio. Ensuing drive for Tennessee, the Mayo Man tries to run. Trey Hendrickson forces the fumble. The Bengals take the football away. The Vikings must really hate the Bears, because why not kick the field goal on 4th and 3? Darnold rolling towards his left, throws up a prayer pass, intercepted. Chicago takes the football away. There must be some form of Dan Campbell-fication inside the NFC North, because everybody be going for it on 4th down for no goddamn reason. In a must-win game for the Dolphins is eating
the chicken strips.
Assaulted from behind, fumbles on the play, and turns it over. Texans football. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Somehow Jalen Hurts isn't running the football, but he's gonna throw it. Devontae Smith in for the score. 14-point lead in the Battle of Pennsylvania. Back out to Wakanda we go. Cooper big time rush. Got a man. It's CD Lamb in the end zone, activating his dreadlock powers for the touchdown. Cowboys have a CD Lamb. CD Lamb. CD Lamb. Cowboys have a CD. Can we going to make the playoff, please? We need a miracle.
And now go Chargers, go.
Back out to SoFi we go. Tampa Bay pastry chefs definitely cooking again, but this time it's apple turnovers. The Chargers take it away and return it deep inside the 30-yard line. Yet another red zone trip inside the 10 for the Bills. This time it's James Cook who takes it to the end zone. 3rd rushing touchdown of the day for the Bills. They lead by 14 again.
And now go Chargers, go.
Following the interception, the Chargers would take advantage at the turnover embassy, dump off to Quentin Johnston. The occasional hands man finds the touchdown, and the Chargers lead by 7. Ensuing drive for the Panthers, 3rd and 3. Bryce Young's pass is ricocheted, intercepted right into the arms of Kendricks. The Cowboys have the football at midfield. I got a feeling. Ooh, God damn. Hey, fam, relax. Not only did he miss the actual helmet holder, he nearly cracked the medulla oblongata of Xavier Leggett. I know his man's don't got no hands. Don't murder him for it. One quick look at those 49ers and Rams highlights. Down to NRG we go. 3rd and 4 for Houston, and they don't have a problem. As CJ Stroud would rifle it to the end zone, Nico Collins with the touchdown, and the Dolphins trail by 7, all because of Kansas City Devil Magic at work against Myles Garrett as he got hit with the finger poke of doom. Nearly popped his eye out. He'd leave the game momentarily, but then the equipment manager would provide him with a visor and he'd return. Hey, Myles, sorry, man, I don't know what happened. I blacked out. All of a sudden, I heard... and I lost consciousness, man. I'm sorry about that.
And now go Chargers, go.
3rd and 1 for Tampa Bay. They can't even pick up a yard. Instead, they're eating butterfingers. It's like the man threw the football to the defense. The Chargers take it away again. Washington drives down the field again. Play action fake all kinds of time. Pass rush non-existent.
I'm Scary Terry. You can run, but you can't hide, bitch.
Second touchdown today. Watch out. San Francisco has unlocked their offense. Pewter City gym leader Brock Purdy on the move.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
2nd and 2 for Las Vegas from the 1-yard line, and evidently nobody told the Raiders you can't shoot bullets with your gun on safety. As Alexander is not so great once again, Madison is stopped in the end zone. 2 for your mistakes. Falcons lead 9-3.
Dance, you fat bitch.
Last time he was Bo Picks, this time it's Bo 6 as he'd find his tight end wide open. 3-point game. Cincinnati still fighting for their playoff lives. Drive down the field. Joe Burrow finds Sam Hubbard, of all people, in the end zone for the score. The defensive lineman ties the game at 14. Fantasy owners probably angry as fuck.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on. Get paid.
The Kansas City Bloods in the swoop zone again. Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes got all kinds of time because the Cleveland pass rush must have got blown up with mobster Danny Green. Rifle to the end zone. Gray is wide open. Touchdown again for Kansas City. And it's too easy for Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because
It's free real estate.
things fast. Ensuing drive for NRAR 5. He shot the wrong target. Intercepted. Denver takes it away. Favorable field positioning for Kirk family member following the punt.
Help me! Oh my God! Son of a bitch!
You need a shout out? Of course you do. Book me on cameo.com/Chiseled Adonis. Whether it be a roast, shout out, acknowledgement on a birthday, one way or another, I got you. Another 4th down for the Bears. Give it to Swift again.
Come here.
He's denied again for the 2nd time today. The Bears turn it over on downs.
I stopped short.
Black and gold. Here we go.
Russell Wilson takes the snap to the end zone. He's got Pat Freiermuth, holds on to the football, beats C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 7-point game in the link.
I'm unlimited.
Down in Detroit, trailing by 14. Doesn't matter. Time for a little bit of trickery. Jared Goff dumps it off to a fat man, and Skipper's gonna carry it to the end zone. Touchdown. Whether the Lions winning or losing, Dan Campbell always gonna call on the power of his bigs. Finally, Seattle Seahawks knows how to play football. Geno to the end zone. He's got a man. Give me that. But he plays for the other team. Pass picked off in the end zone by Valentine. The Packers take it away. Seattle still looking like they don't know how to play football. The Giants catch a break and finally find the end zone as Devin may still be Singletary, but he's looking for love in the end zone as they cut their deficit down to a score. Following the score, Pittsburgh building a little bit of momentum. Lane Johnson can't stop TJ Watt. 2nd sack on the day. Somehow Jalen Hurts holds on to the football, but Pittsburgh's gonna get it back. 24-yard field goal for Tyler Bass Pro Shops, but evidently there's no fishing in Detroit. He missed it wide to the right from 24 yards out. Listen, I've never been a kicker, but destroying could leave the YouTube streets, walk onto a motherfucking field, and make that shit in his sleep. Last I checked, the kickers were supposed to be for the brand, but Pat McAfee might as well be disgusted by your performance. 24 yards out, you miss. That's the length of Lily Phillips' clitoris after taking 100 dicks. Get your ass off the field and put your motherfucking head back down, stupid. Back down to Nashville. Game still tied at 14-all. Joe Burrow says, fuck it. T. Higgins down there somewhere. God damn, looking like he caught a shoulder block from John Cena. holds on to the football in the end zone to give Cincinnati the lead. Very next play. Do you know the Mayo Man? The Mayo Man absolutely sucks. The pass is ricocheted into the arms of Mike Hilton, intercepted by the Bengals. Yet another turnover from the Titans. Lamar Jackson really wasn't playing when he said he was going to start listening to his mother and start running. He ran for 65 yards today, and on one of his biggest runs, Mans was pulling up his pants looking like he had to take a shit the entire play as he would join Michael Vick as the only quarterbacks in NFL history to eclipse 6,000 career rushing yards.
Black and gold. Here we go.
Russell Wilson looking to even up the score before halftime. He won't get the chance, taken down for the sack. Back to Houston. We have a problem. Snap off the face mask of CJ Stroud. It's going to be picked up by the Dolphins. Jordan Brooks has it, and he's going to return it inside Houston territory. Miami takes over. CJ Stroud saw the football coming and said,
Oh no!
Meanwhile, in Wakanda, drugs are being distributed because Bryce Young's going down the field and he's got Jalen, who doesn't do. He prefers Coker as he'd go 83 yards to the end zone for the score, and it's a 3-point game in Carolina. Over in MetLife Stadium, Lamar Jackson to the end zone, got Bateman open again. His second touchdown today. The Giants getting cooked by this man. Approaching field goal range, but not for long because just got hawked to it. Intercepted by Bullock. He's gonna take it deep inside Miami territory, out of bounds inside the 5. Turns it over again. Full circle moment in Las Vegas. Desmond Ridder gets a chance to get revenge on Atlanta, but he continues to be ass no matter where he goes. Meanwhile, over in San Francisco, Devondre Campbell walked off the field after being told to enter the game. Man said, fuck you guys, I'm going home. All because Dre Greenlaw rushed back from his Achilles injury from the Super Bowl and decided he wanted his starting job back. And despite the fact that Devondre Campbell knew it was a one-year rental, this motherfucker got sour grapes and left the field. John Lynch actually came down to the sideline and asked him if he's not gonna go in, and he said fuck no, and then was escorted to the locker room. Take a look around the San Francisco roster right now. You got a bunch of people who battling through injury, but Trent Williams lost a child and he's still around the team. Travarius Ward lost his daughter last month and he's still playing on the field. Yo ass gets salty because the starter comes back from injury, and rather than voice your frustrations by getting that anger out on the opposing team, you'd rather quit on your brothers? Have you no shame? Cut his dreadlocks. Get him the fuck out of here.
Hey, life up, bitch.
Hey, look, they have dogs racing out in Arizona. How cool is that? They even got a little Santa on top of the dog. I know a man who'd enjoy that. Into the second half we go in Wakanda. Bryce Young takes the snap. Stripped of the football immediately. Fumble on the play, scooped up by the boys. Back over to Cleveland we go. Mr. Hot and Cold, Jameis Winston's pass over the middle off the hands of Nick Chubb, and somehow Bolden loses the football, gets it back, and takes it out of the arms of Nick Chubb for the interception. Jameis has turned it over again. This one wasn't even his fault. Look at the effort from Bolden here, because Nick Chubb got absolutely no hands. Somehow the football never touches the ground. Into the second half we go. Very first play from scrimmage. Robert Spillane picks off Kirk family member. I gave you your chain out of sympathy and you already throwing interceptions? Give me my shit back. Unfortunately for the Raiders, following the interception, they do absolutely nothing on offense. Ridder would take a sack, they'd be forced to punt. Back over to Detroit in the game of the week. Hand off to James Cook. He finds a seam. Detroit pulled that man's hair and he still didn't go down. 41 yards to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. I think he lost a dreadlock though. Back to Mile High, Denver still trailing by 6. Play action fake for Bo Nix, looking to go down the field, but he's still Bo Picks. Intercepted again. Your team wears white, son. Who the hell are you throwing the football to?
All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break.
Ensuing drive, Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes dumps it off to the fastest man in the NFL, and Xavier's worthy of a touchdown, and for the third time today, it's too easy for Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because
It's free real estate.
Dallas takes advantage of that fumble recovery play action fake for big time Cooper Rush to the end zone, wide open back of the end zone, 10 toes down challenge, touchdown Tolbert. 2 plays later.
Oh, I blocked.
Nobody blocking up front whatsoever. The Falcons get through with the block. It's going to be recovered by the Raiders. He's got to make it to the first down marker, but he don't know how to run with a football. Give the ball to the Falcons at the 39. Down in the home of AEW, trailing by 6. Look at the old man move. Aaron Rodgers got nowhere to go. The fuck you try to outrush them for? Mans needed WD-40 to unlock his knees. The big boy with a backflip.
You done messed up, Aaron! Do a flip!
He ain't fully clear the backflip, but thank God he got past his neck, because this would have been a catastrophe. Woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, woo. Somebody explain to me just why the fuck NFL players are still making this same mistake. Jonathan Taylor pulled off an untouched, spectacular touchdown that would have made it a double-digit lead, but instead, Mans lets go of the football. For what reason? You didn't even get into the end zone. What are you letting the ball go for? Moreover, it's not even like the man was even celebrating. He just let go of the football unceremoniously, rolls out the back of the end zone, and that's gonna be a touchback. We saw it happen earlier on 2 different occasions during this season. This type of tomfoolery warrants an ass whipping on the sideline. If this was Pop Warner, okay, they're children. If this is high school, you should know better, but you're still children. College, you might mess around and lose your NIL. Professional sports? Ilsa Frost is inside of your motherfucking helmet telling you to let it go, let it go. Jonathan Taylor Swift, get off the field and put your motherfucking head back down.
Stupid bitch!
Miami in trouble. Houston leading by 7. They cruise down the field again. CJ Stroud, all kinds of time. Pass rush non-existent. Finds Nico Collins for the 2nd time today.
And now, no charges, no.
Tampa Bay driving down the field. Baker's cooking again. This time it ain't apple turnovers, but he's back in the kitchen cooking up a well-done steak. Wide open, Mike Evans avoids a tackler. He's gonna go the distance to the end zone. Touchdown. Mr. 1000 does it again. And Tampa takes the lead. The Saints only had 38 total yards of offense in the first half. What are they doing out there? This is insane. This man's family been season ticket holders for the Lions since 1950. Homie was present when they won their last NFL championship in 57. He probably wearing the same underwear. It might be the same diapers he wore when he was a kid. Ass probably filled with
unlimited diarrhea.
All these knockout commentaries had me thinking, why don't I knock someone out myself? So I came up with Knockdown Tea, guaranteed to help you sleep longer, sleep better, relax, and restore. Passion fruit flavored, so you know it's good. Simply take it 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep, and our slogan is 1 cup down for the count, 2 cups, throw in the towel. So make sure you click the link in my description. Head over to knockdowntea.com and grab your first pack today. San Francisco driving, best offensive drive of the day, but Deebo Samuel's got absolutely no hands. They're just for decoration. What happened to his hands? You was out here bitching about targets, and when the football comes your way, you never come through. You couldn't ask for a better placed ball. It's right there in your chest. Might as well be tattooed on your navel, and you can't hold on to the football? You out here fat, out of shape, choking and punching teammates. You got a Captain C on your chest, but it really should be a G, because you out here this season looking absolutely like garbage. Strip this man of the name Debo. From now forth, you ain't nothing more than Tyshawn. 1st and goal for Chicago, finally in striking distance. They send in a big boy. Shades of the fridge in 85. Hand off to Swift to the end zone for the score. Touchdown Bears. They again. Shades of Dallas versus Detroit last year. The big boy did not report to the official that he would be eligible. Therefore, the touchdown would be taken off the board. At least in the Lions case last year, they reported and the referees made a mistake. Kramer came into the game and didn't even make eye contact. Homie went out of his way to split in betwixt both officials.
Stupid bitch!
Watch out, the Mayo Man's not done yet. Takes the snap back on the field. Pass intercepted by Geno Stone, and he's headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Mayo Man ain't shit. Touchdown, Cincinnati. You suck. You lost your job. Send him to the bench.
And I heard you had a concussion. How about another?
Mason Whack-A-Mole Rudolph. Denver inside Indy territory, 3rd and long for Bo Picks. Intercepted for the 3rd time today. The Colts take it away. But before the offense can even make it to the sideline, ensuing drive, very next play, NRAR5 dumps it off to Michael Arm Pittman. He's got me butterfingers. The deodorant didn't help. Fumble on the play. Scooped up by Denver. They get it right back. Back down to Wakanda we go. Cooper big time rush takes the snap, and for the 2nd time he's got to roll towards his right. There's no Tolbert, no CD Lamb, but he's got Brooks back in the end zone. Touchdown. Participating in the 10 toes down challenge as well. It's a 3-possession lead in Carolina. Day in the life, day in the life, day in the life, day in the life. We're not going to eliminate the nation, baby. That's how you bounce back. Ensuing drive, very next play from scrimmage. The podcaster Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the day.
Black and gold. Here we go.
Steelers building momentum, but not for long because Najee Harris got butterfingers, can't handle the toss, loses possession of the football, and the Steelers turn it over. Mike Tomlin lost confidence. Time for a little bit of trickery. Dump off from Radler over to Wilson, going down the field for Alvin Shinsuke Nakamura. Only needs one hand, activating his dreadlock powers. Hair Chronicles 13 verse 7. Can't stop, won't stop. The Lord our God has dreadlocks with his 25th receiving touchdown of his career, as he would join Lenny Moore, Marshall Faulk, and Christian McCaffrey as the only players to do it in NFL history. Back in MetLife Stadium, Lamar Jackson to the end zone, got a man wide open touchdown. His 4th touchdown pass today. He's thrown more touchdowns than he's thrown incompletions. The Giants absolutely suck.
Puck to it.
Keeping Miami's playoff hopes alive, 4th and 2, back of the end zone. Got the man who's been on fire the last 4 weeks, Jonnu Smith with the touchdown. 1-possession game. Cleveland finally released themselves from the devil worship of the 2-time champions. Jerome Ford gets the handoff. He's got the sideline, and he's going to go 62 yards to the house. Touchdown Browns. 4th and 1 for the Lolly Lule Low handoff to Ramondre Stevenson, and his dreadlock power's been canceled, but he got blocked faster than cooking with Kaya accounts on insecure girlfriends, boyfriends' phones. If I'm going to call them out when they're wrong, I definitely have to celebrate them when they're right. This was ruled an incomplete pass because they deemed Amon-Ra St. Brown not having full possession of the football. But upon further review, it was definitely determined as a fumble, and that's exactly what it was. Not only did he possess the football, he took 3 steps and attempted to make a football move, resulting in a fumble and a possession from the Buffalo Bills. Referees don't always get it right, but when they do, we should give them credit. Granted, that's what's implied with the job, but nonetheless, Bills football. Also, how the fuck couldn't the Lions recover this? You had 2 players there, but nobody squeezed the ball hard enough before it got into the arms of a Buffalo Bill. For shame. Woo woo! Clitoris alert, clitoris alert, woo woo! Clitoris alert, woo woo woo! Ain't no fucking way this happened twice on the same Sunday. Jordan Battle would have had a fumble recovery touchdown. Mans decides to switch hands before crossing into the end zone for absolutely no reason. Jonathan Taylor dropped it before crossing into the end zone, and that would have given the Colts a 2-possession lead. Although the Bengals are in complete control of this game, what the fuck are you doing? This like getting a woman in bed, undressing her, taking off your clothes, and then calling an Uber to go home for absolutely no reason. The end zone literally 1 yard away. What are you doing all this stupid shit for? Football been around for over 100 years. These nincompoops trying to invent ways to not score. I'm putting out a decree right now. Forget beating up the next person who does this. Inject them with plan B. To hell what happens to their body. If they die, they die. These motherfuckers don't need to reproduce no more. Jordan Battle, get your ass off the field. Sit your ass next to Jonathan Taylor, and the both of y'all motherfuckers need to put y'all motherfucking heads back down.
And now, no charges, no.
Momentum has completely flipped. It's been all Tampa Bay since the second half began. Yoink. Jay Herbo threw it right into the lap of Dean. Pass intercepted. Tampa Bay takes the football away. 2nd and goal for the Jets. Ayahuasca Poppy Aaron looking for his boyfriend Devontae A. Adams. Activates his dreadlock powers. Participates in the 10 toes down challenge. Touchdown. The Jets are back in front. The Lions defense must have been at a screening for 8 Mile because they are not on the football field right now. Khalil Shakir takes it to the end zone. It's a 3-possession game again in Detroit. Ensuing drive, the Lions would respond. Jared Goff with a teabag pass. Balls over your head, Bills defenders. Finds Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he'd explode to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. They make it a 2-possession game with quickness.
And now, no charges, no.
In SoFi, things just went from bad to worse because Baker Mayfield's really cooking now, and it's with Crisco. He'd find Mike Evans over the middle, their second connection today. Touchdown, Mr. 1000 is only 251 yards away from the 11th consecutive season, and look at this man's face. He's in heaven right now. Future Hall of Famer on the way. After the Bears would settle for a field goal, the Vikings would find the end zone as Ron Jones punches it in for the score. 50th on the ground. 70th of his career to make it a 17.3 possession game. Can somebody fill me in on what's going on in San Francisco? I know the Lolly Lule Low are a 3-10 football team, but my God, homie tossed the ball to the opposition. How the fuck you lateral it to the other team? Wait a minute, Philly's at the 1-yard line?
Let me in your world, you know.
They done grabbed the lubricant out in Philadelphia again. Jalen Hurts would activate the tush-push brotherly shove to the end zone. It's a 14-point lead in the link.
Let me in your world, you know.
Cut that bitch off!
Alright, so boom, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. But of course, you already knew that, and I wanted to inform you guys that there's limited stock available over on ChiseledAdonisShop.com. In fact, keep in mind, there's only sizes available ranging between extra small, small, and medium. Large to 5X is all sold out. And prior to even thinking about doing a restock, everything must go. So it's running at a 65% discount right now. So if you just so happen to be extra small, or medium, now's the time to go and grab your merch. And if you happen to know somebody who happens to be that size and you'd love to grab them some Chiseled Adonis merch, now is the time prior to holiday season. Everything must go, 65% off. Make sure to go and grab your remaining merch today. The Denver added 3. Their next possession, they drive down the field, and what's my favorite spell card? Mystical Space Typhoon, pussy. Spin move to the end zone, and the Broncos are in front. And this is all your fault, Jonathan Taylor, because if you just went into the end zone, you would have still had the lead, stupid. Katy Perry's favorite football player, hot and cold, Jameis Winston, about to pull off another improbable fourth quarter comeback to the end zone. Alive! He's intercepted for the 3rd time today. Jameis Winston!
But they are who we thought they were.
Trash.
Head to the bench. You flopped and failed with your second chance as a starter in the NFL.
This guy sucks.
Head to the sideline. Take off your shoulder pads and put your motherfucking head back down. Seattle in trouble. Geno Smith would leave the game, and the Packers looking for the knockout punch. Coincidentally enough, the football gets punched out into the arms of Julian Love. Seattle has a chance. Time for a little bit of trickery in Mile High. The Colts done took out their marijuana. Yoink. Cause they must have been high, and Nick Benito's headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hold my dick. Touchdown, Denver. There has to come a point in which you're gonna abort a trick play. Look at the receiver. Mans didn't even see if there was a defender that was over there. He was more focused on getting the laces than reading the defense. And now that's 2 pick-6s in the last 3 weeks for Nick Benito, and he's 4th in the league in sacks. He's just put himself number 1 on the Defensive Player of the Year rankings. Detroit having to respond with quickness following a Buffalo field goal. Jared Goff over the middle. He's got Sonic. Jahmyr Gibbs finds his way to the end zone. Touchdown. Lions make it a 10-point game. Woo, woo. Clitoris alert, clitoris alert. Woo, woo. Clitoris alert, clitoris alert. Woo, woo, woo. 12 minutes left to play, only trailing by 10. For whatever reason, Dan Campbell decides to elect for an onside kick, and Bates does get the bounce, but Mac Hollins gets the catch as he would take it deep inside Lions territory to the 5-yard line. Why would you do this? Don't get me wrong, I recognize the Lions defense is depleted. They haven't been able to stop the Bills all day, but you cannot put yourself in this situation. There's only been an 8% chance of a recovery all season long. Why would you do this to yourself? I recognize Dan Dan Campbell is the king of the gamble, but this is not a gamble you take. Just boot it deep. You have more than enough time for 2 possessions, and now you pigeonholed your team. Get that man a chastity belt. Put the big balls away, sir. Very next play from scrimmage, Allen rolling towards his right, got Ray Davis. He'd fall into the end zone. It's a 3-possession game again, just like that. Following the fumble recovery, here come the Seahawks. Hand off to Charbonnet. He'd grab his Chardonnay, perhaps his Cabernet, and he'd go to the end zone to make it a 2-possession game at home. Looks like they're still ordering number 1 at McDonald's in Jacksonville. As Big Mac Jones finds Brian Thomas, he'd go to the end zone 2nd time today. Jacksonville's back in front in a game that absolutely doesn't matter. They were doing drugs down in Meth Life Stadium. It's time to call on Hill, who take it to the end zone. Touchdown, 5th touchdown pass from Lamar today. More touchdowns than incompletions, and this year Lamar's had a way better season than he did last year, but he might not win the MVP because Josh Allen is balling. Arizona sticking the knife into the hearts of the Lolly-Lule-Low. James Conner goes leaping to the end zone for the score. 20-point lead in the Red Sea. Puck to it. Leading a promising drive down the field, looking right. Yoink. But he's picked off again. Stingley takes the football away right in front of Tariq Hill and carries him for 15 yards. Puck to. Out here looking stupid with his 3rd turnover of the day, but look at Tariq Hill get carried again. Looked like they were in a 3-legged race the way he was carrying them down the field. Pittsburgh got absolutely hoed. Hayward got slapped across the helmet by Carter, and it resulted in a 15-yard penalty and should have been an automatic 1st down because it took place before the punt. And originally, that was the call on the field, but they went to commercial break, returned, only to give the Eagles the football and then enforce the penalty after the kick. I can accept earlier in the game when the referee missed the punch from Darius Slay because he was not in the proper angle to see the initial swing. When he finally showed up, it looked like Slay was just trying to get Washington off of him. But this time around, they were in position, made the right call, reviewed it, and then ended up reversing it. I don't know if the officials' breath stink or Tomlin just had enough of them because he said, "Get the fuck away from me." How cool is that? Greg Olsen brought his children inside the booth with him. To them, he's just dad. But to us,
What's your name?
G-Reg.
What you do?
Get head.
How you do?
Drop my drawers and let her see my 3rd leg. Chillin' on the 7th floor. I gotta let these chickens know. Big Greg is in the house and I finna make these hoes choke. On my balls, on my dick, then I'm bustin' up quick. On the face, on the chest, stick my dick between the breasts. Come on, fellas, let's get weird. Stick your dick up in the ear. While I'm laughing at these guys, a second nut all in the eyes. That's how we do it, son. In the eye.
make sure to turn on the post notifications on YouTube. Also, consider following and subscribing on Twitch. I'm trying to build out the community over there. So once we get to 20,000 followers, I'm going to do a giveaway. Who likes $500? It could be yours. Right after the Greg Olsen freestyle, 3rd and 12, here comes the NFL's best podcaster, Michael Parsons, hunting today, takes down Bryce Young again. But it didn't matter because later on the drive, Carolina would drive inside the 10-yard line. Bryce will dial up voicemail, call his own number, take it to the end zone to cut the deficit down to 2 scores. Desmond Ridder still trying to pull off a victory on his former team. He's going down the field, got a man. Yoink. But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by the Falcons. Think fast, 3rd and 3 for QB.
Zesty.
At this rate, Shenron gonna have to revive the strength of his body by the end of the season. He gonna die back there. 2nd and goal. Look who didn't unplug their controller.
Drake.
Yes! May's gonna keep it, shovel it to the end zone. Got a man, touchdown, Patriots. The Lions drive down the field with quickness, but they're still trailing by 3 scores. Jameer Gibbs able to find the end zone for the 2nd time today. It's a 10-point game again. Trailing by double digits, and our AR-5 gonna empty the clip. Intercepted again. This time it's Pat Surtain. Damn, he took a shot.
And now, no charges, no.
The Chargers forgot how to play football in the 2nd half. Baker Mayfield dump off to White for the 4th time today. He's got a touchdown pass. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers walk into SoFi and pull off the upset.
And I heard you had a concussion. How about another?
With the Mayo man now on the bench, whack-a-mole Mason Rudolph over the middle. He's got Spears, breaks the tackle with the condom on his helmet to the end zone for the score. Quick question, how the fuck did Tim Boyle make it to the NFL? He threw twice as much interceptions than he did touchdowns in college, went undrafted, and somehow has remained on an NFL roster for the last 7 years. Chicago still trailing by 21, desperately need a miracle.
I blocked it.
The punt is blocked by the helmet of a Chicago Bear, and they get a miracle. Wait a minute. Seattle building a little bit of momentum following the Charbonnet touchdown. They'd stop the Packers on 4th and 2. Sam Howell about to pull off a generational comeback. Following the interception, Cortland Sutton recognized this is the fantasy playoffs. He's got to help out the people. He'd find the end zone for the score. Denver's gonna win it. Think fast. Here comes Howell.
Wahoo!
Homie threw it straight to the Packers. It's intercepted, returned inside the 30-yard line. Howell absolutely sucks. Who the hell was he throwing it to? After a few Keenan Allen drops, finally QB
Zesty.
would connect in the end zone. Touchdown Chicago. But did this help them come back and win though? Absolutely not, because
Cheese ball, Jared.
not because Keenan Allen got no hair, but because the Vikings have pulled off the most victories through 14 games for the first time since '98. Nothing but field goals in the battle of the NFC West, and Pewter City gym leader Brock Purdy's finally gonna find the end zone. Only downside was he threw it to the opponent, intercepted by Williams. The Rams take the football away. What a season for the San Francisco 49ers. Nick Bosa underperforming. Fred Warner and Greenlaw didn't have an opportunity to play together up until this weekend. Christian McCaffrey hurt. Tyshawn Samuel fat and ass. Brandon Ayuk torn ACL, MCL, PCL, LCL, and meniscus. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. The fall of the 49ers. The Packers would put down the dagger. They'd pick up those highlighter-looking jerseys from the Seahawks and stick it through their chest as Romeo Doubs, on a spectacular catch for the second time today, finds the end zone with a condom helmet, and the Seahawks lose. They're leading the division, and 3/4 of the NFC North advance to 10 wins on the season. I wonder what's the one team that didn't get to 10 wins in the NFC North.
Cups of the rose, bitches in my old phone. I should call one and go home. I've been in this club too long.
The Panthers refusing to quit, and Bryce Young just stepped on a game breaker because he's on top of the logo. Going to the end zone for a 3-score.
Yoink.
Shut up, Mimsy.
Pass intercepted. Take the L out of Lover. This game is over, brother. The Cowboys keep their playoff hopes alive. 3:33 left to play. Aaron Rodgers on a bullet down the middle. He's got Devontae A. Adams, and he activates his dreadlock powers. Mystical Space Typhoon to the end zone. Touchdown Jets. Touchdown Jets. They take the lead in AEW. And just look at Aaron Rodgers, jubilant running down the field because his boyfriend just got to 100 career touchdowns. First and goal again for Arizona. James Conner jumps into the end zone for the second time today. 3 minutes left to go in Las Vegas. Desmond Ridder would finally find the end zone on a dump off. They'd get a score and make it a one-possession game. Usually it's the Lions that's being absolutely disrespectful, but this time Josh Allen throws a chest pass to the end zone for the score. Unfortunately, this would be nothing more than a Genjitsu, because there was a hold on the offense. They'd have to kick a field goal. Seriously, Google Tim Boyle. Really makes no sense how he made it to the NFL. He's absolute ass.
Wahoo!
Picked off at the 47 by the Baltimore Ravens, and you could take the L out of Lover. This game is over, brother. Baltimore advances to 9-5. Remember that punt earlier that had the call overturned that would have gave Pittsburgh the first down? Well, they never touched the football again. The Eagles would end the game on a 21-play, 88-yard, 10.5-minute drive. The Steelers only had 11 snaps of offense in the second half.
Unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
Hey, look who's still playing football.
Drake. Drake.
Yes! Hey, look, he scored. Did that help them win?
No!
Still a one-score game, 1st and 10, trailing by 8.
Puck.
Intercepted again. Stingley takes the football away from Tyreek Hill for the second time today, and the Texans are gonna win the AFC South.
Puck.
With 4 total turnovers, and just look at the INT. All-pro Tyreek Hill. Not this season. You used all your ball skills on your baby moms when you had 5 children by 4 different women, focusing on the wrong shit, and you got embarrassed. Aaron and Devontae A. Adams is cooking out here, fam. Look at this catch. This is why I say time and time again, he's top 3 in the NFL. I don't care if he's on losing teams. Bro, you cannot deny this man's talent. Spectacular every time he steps on the field. Different quarterback in for Cleveland, same result. INT from Kansas City as they take the L out of Lover and tell the Cleveland Browns the game is over, brother. Kansas City advances to 13-1, and the Devil Magic keeps the team intact.
I'm only up here because I hurt my ankle, but I'm going to be perfectly fine for the rest of the season.
1:14 left to play in Nashville. The Bengals would find the end zone and ensure that their playoff hopes are still alive for one more week. A little over a minute left to play in Jacksonville. Handoff to Breece Hall, breaks the plane, touchdown. The Jets take the lead in AEW. Ensuing drive, Jacksonville driving down the field with extreme speed, but Mac Jones reverts to who he was in New England, throws the football to Sauce Gardner, his first interception in 2 years, and take the L out of Lover. This game is finished for the Jags, brother. 29-yard field goal in this absolute snooze fest on Thursday Night Football, booted through the uprights, and it's good. It's a 6-point lead. Trailing by 13, Detroit needs an absolute miracle. Jared Goff, with 16 seconds left to play, finds his man back in the end zone, touchdown. But did this help them come back and win, though? Absolutely not. Lions lose. Last chance for San Francisco. Pewter City gym leader Brock Purdy wouldn't even get the football off. He's taken down for the sack, and the Niners lose. The Rams take first place in the NFC West.
And I heard you had a concussion. How about another?
The game is already over for whack-a-mole Mason Rudolph unless he can step on a game breaker, but unfortunately for him, they don't exist. He'd find his man in the back of the end zone, but who gives a fuck, because did this help the Titans come back and win? Absolutely not. Take that condom off your head. 4th and 3 in the Bayou. Game on the line. Radler takes the snap. Looking over the middle. He's got Morrow for the first down. He's tackled at the 1-yard line. But take a look at the clock. It freezes at the 9-second mark, and then it resumes after 3 seconds. The Saints have no timeouts remaining. They would clock the football with 3 seconds left to play. Wait a minute. Did the officials get a phone call from Vegas? Because this makes absolutely no sense. After the game, lead official Sean Hockley was questioned as to why the clock stopped, and his response was the covering official mistakenly stopped the clock. In the situation, the clock should have never been stopped. But here's the kicker. When asked if it was reviewable, he said the situation's not reviewable, and that was the end of the conversation. He didn't want to go any further. So let me get this straight. In a game where you have replay assist help you out with calls made on the field, but furthermore, we constantly hear throughout games referees make corrections to the game clock to make sure they're efficient with their time. Because the refs made a mistake, you're incapable of reviewing how much time should have been remaining on the clock? This is absolutely ludicrous, and for all intents and purposes, warrants an investigation. Because this isn't a situation where this is two teams that's not fighting for anything here. The Saints are still in the playoff race and still alive in their division. The Commanders are in the playoff race, and the result of this game plays a large, crucial role in their seeding. A mistake like this absolutely cannot happen, and to not only not have it reviewable, but nobody's held accountable is absolutely ridiculous. Now, granted, logistically, because there was 3 seconds remaining on the clock, it's safe to say that time would have fully elapsed. But I want you to take out a stopwatch right now and keep count of how long the clock was frozen on 9 seconds. It's closer to 4 seconds than it is to 3. I do believe that if the Saints recognized they only had about 6 seconds to clock the ball, they might have caught a break and had the football with 1 second left. But that's nothing more than a hypothetical that we'll never get a chance to actually explore because the officials completely fucked up. If somebody's not fined or fired, something's not right here, because we're seeing players lose money every single week simply for playing football, but the officials can get away with it? Absolutely ridiculous. Usually in scenarios like this, you could say the graphic is what had an issue, but the fact that they actually fucked up the time on the field too, discipline must be sent down expeditiously. These officials need to be dealt with.
Finish him.
Last chance in New Orleans. Here come the Saints. Spencer Rattler looking right. He's got his man. Morrow falls in the end zone. Touchdown. Why kick the extra point when you can win it right here? But Spencer Rattler doesn't know how to win. The pass sails incomplete. The Commanders survive in the Bayou, and the Saints fall to 5-9. Last chance for Las Vegas. Last play, they attempted a Hail Mary, and it was a failure. This time, Ritter to the end zone for the win. It's caught by Jesse Bates and Jacoby Myers, but Myers would lose choose the battle in the end zone. It looks like a fail Mary, but it's gonna be the Falcons football as Jesse Bates takes the L out of Lover and tells the Raiders, your quest of a comeback is over, brother. As the Falcons would tell the Raiders to join the 49ers, Browns, Titans, Saints, Giants, Panthers, Jaguars, Dolphins, Colts, Lions, Steelers, Patriots, Chargers, Seahawks, and Bears to take out their Metro card and get aboard the L train. But for the Bears
Zesty
and the Panthers, you have arrived at Elimination Station and you go somewhere different for your failures of putting together adequate seasons and living up to the hype, your failures of being able to get W's within your division, your failures, the Chicago Bears that is, of absolutely collapsing after starting 4-2 and going 8 consecutive games with losses. The Panthers, you motherfuckers have been ass since Cam Newton got hurt. Consider your names written down to Death Note because your dreams of playing football in late January, your dreams of contending with the best 14 teams in the league, your dreams of hoisting up that Lombardi trophy has been absolutely deleted.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the Death Note. Delete! Delete, delete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. Deleted!
Here it comes! A little going away present for you!
Delete!
You will rest in peace.
Delete confirm.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
I hear the Shadow Realm's lovely this time of year.
Let's find out if it's true!
Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate you.